Whatty Nerdigans? This is the one and only Packer Girl 89, and today's hashtag anime nerdigan review is going to be for Tsugumomo Season 1, Episode 6, titled Memories and Childhood Friends. Now, before I get to today's review, a couple of things. One, I am drunk as a motherfucker right now, so this review is going to be really fun. And two, let me just briefly go over how I do my anime reviews, because they're a little bit different than the average anime tuber. So basically, how I do my reviews is, while I'm watching the episode of the anime, I have the corresponding manga chapter right in front of me, and because this is supposed to be a manga to anime adaptation, I kind of expect it to be such. And ideally, what I would love is for it to match panel for panel, frame for frame, and if it needs to fill like extra time, you could put a little filler in. But if it doesn't, I will call it out, whether it's skip scenes or scene changes. But sometimes scene changes can be okay. It just depends on how it works with the flow of the episode. The only thing I won't call out too much are word changes. Otherwise, I'd be here for an hour or maybe more. There's a couple exceptions to this rule, though. If the context of the dialogue in the anime is different from what the manga intended, or, the context of the dialogue of the manga intended, I'll call that shit out. And also, if the writing is just so bad that the dialogue is just so fucking butchered, I gotta call that shit out too. And for Tsugumomo, facial expressions are extremely important because this is a comedic anime. So yes, facial expressions, I'm gonna call that shit out as well. Anyway, without further ado, let's get to this review of Tsugumomo. So, this week's episode of Tsugumomo starts off with an adaptation of Chapter 12, which, fun fact, the title of this episode is actually the title of this chapter. For the most part, with this chapter is adapted really nicely. It has its problems, though, and it frustrates me. There's some facial expression problems, there's some dialogue problems, and let me get to it. So, in the first scene, before the opening song, I love how they did it. And basically what they did, and they added a little dialogue, which was when Kazuya says that Chisato likes somebody. And I did like that. They did skip Chisato when she says I can't, after, she says I'm sorry. I can't. I can't was skipped. But I really like that they did that. That is exactly what I fucking wanted from you, Tsugumomo. Let's see. Something I really did like, though, is that in the manga, there's not that much pestering from Kazuya to Chisato about who she likes in the manga. But in the anime, we got a little bit more interaction. I like that. I did like that. Let's see, what was the other thing? I did like the transition from the scene with Kazuya, Kiriha, and Chisato to, oh my gosh. Where is it? Shit. Where is this crap? Hiroshi. That's it. Hiroshi. Sorry, it took me a second. I like that transition. I thought that was really nice. Only a couple words were skipped from that dialogue, which was, huh? Really? But it was really nice. I didn't mind the next day being skipped. Kind of obvious. The scene is looking this part was really good. Okay, now I'm gonna get to what really pissed me off. So when we get to the first menu here, after Kazuya runs into the girl, the question marks are there, but there are only 4 options, and the side menu is missing. Yeah, this is what it was supposed to be, and this is what the manga gives us. Options wise. 1, who cares? Are you alright? For the most part, that was there. 2, I didn't see your striped panties at all. For the most part, that was there. 3, you ran into me. Why are you mad? For the most part, that was there. 4, ignore. That was skipped. And 5, user import. That for the most part was there. And then the side menu, which was not even there at all, and that pissed me off, which was menu, auto, skip, save, load, and log. And Kazuya says, what is this? But it was supposed to be, what's this for? And this part was skipped. I did like seeing the actual timer. I thought that was really cool. But we didn't get to see time left to choose. 5 seconds, 4 seconds. That part was completely skipped. But the expression on Kazuya's face before, when he says, what's this for? Was completely wrong. We didn't get to see the solid white eye. That bothered me. I did like what, after he selected I didn't see your striped panties at all, I like what the girl said after that. I thought that was great. But this part was not in there, and it's like, why? Which was 5 points decrease in Tatami Tadada's favor. Why did you not have that, anime? And this part was skipped. My whole class even. Let's see. That was there. All of that was there. Oh, this part of the dialogue bothered me when Chisada was supposed to say, don't speak badly about Hiroshi-kun in the manga. The anime, it like fucked up the wording there, and it pissed me off. And then, oh, I want to mention this because I loved what the anime did here and with this inner monologue for Hiroshi. When the inner monologue for Hiroshi got to, and naturally I'll get the Chisada Chikashi ending. I love how like the expression got all dark, the face was like all black, and then the eyes turned red. I thought that was so cool, and that's what when anime does this, like, and I said this in my Attack on Titan review. And fuck, I'll say, they did this in My Hero Academia as well. When they add like that little extra thing like that, that's what makes it gives the this manga chapter a little bit more dimension, and it makes it come alive, and it makes it even more special. And I really like that. How does he know was skipped? This part was Okado's inner monologue. I don't know what the fuck happened. His inner monologue was completely skipped. I set up those elite guards when I happened to pass that easy special event. They sure came in handy. And then this bothered me. Like, here's the thing. There's a scene. The scene that they gave us in the anime is supposed to happen like after well, we see it in the manga, like it gets mentioned while he's talking to Kazuya is talking to Asumu, but we get it like after Kazuya gets his ass whooped. But I'm totally fine with it because technically that's when it should happen. But the problem I have here is Kazuya is supposed to have like this inner dialogue with Kiriha, and it doesn't happen. If he would have had that with Korea, I would have, like, been completely fine with this whole thing, and I would have given it a pass. And this is what was completely skipped. Korea-san, if the curse dissipates, what happens to the Amasagi? It weakeneth or vanisheth. Then I'm just gonna rest here for a while. Blah. You thou fool. Because right now, at this point, she's supposed to be, Korea's supposed to be in Obi form. And then, you know, thou fool, the current situation is a distortion by the Amasagi. If it continues, Chisato will end up in love with that guy. When things return to normal, what happened to her then? Yeah, you're right, but what do we do? And then if she would have, like, just, like, poofed into human form and then did the rest of the dialogue that, you know, we saw in the anime, and that's also in the manga, but just a little later, then I would have really liked it. I would have totally been fine with it, but we didn't get that at all. Then when we get to the stuff with Asamu. I'm sorry, I'm drunk. I can't fucking talk right now. Like, we get a little bit of... here's the thing. I like some of the dialogue that Asamu says in the anime, including, like, how much, you know, Kazuya is gonna owe him. Like, I like that kind of shit. And I wouldn't mind if they kept that, but I kind of wish they would have also had, I'd be glad to leave the pure heart all I'd be glad to. Leave, at the same time, it's like, Asamu says here, I'd be glad to leave the pure heart all character walkthrough to me. So it's like, at the same time, that's kind of not Asamu's character. What'd you do? And also, this was skipped as well, when Kazuya asks Asamu, by the way, Asamu, you got a favorite girl? No way. No, what a foolish question. Wait, where's Korea-san? Oh, so Korea-san said, and then that was the dialogue that, you know, was mentioned, in, that the anime show, which was that I'm going to go look for the Amasagi and turn off the game, but finding it isn't the only option. As a precaution, go thou and win back Chisato. If thou canst imagine to not lose her favor, the game may stop on its own. And then we get to the Pure Heart system, which, oh my god, the Pure Heart system looked fucking beautiful. This part was just about perfect. There was only one thing that I didn't like wording wise, and it was Asamu was supposed to say the battle starts with third period break. That was the only thing that I felt that was, well, that was kind of missing, and would have been like, would have really like made this perfect is if that was there in dialogue wise, and then have got it. You know, have Kazuya say got it, and then this whole portion of the episode would have been freaking perfect. Okay, so I liked that we got the break right at the end of the chapter, and overall, chapter 12 wise, I would say the chapter did come alive for the most part. It's just that the menu was done wrong, and that just irked me that the menu was done wrong. But mostly this chapter 12 was done really, really well. Anyway, going into chapter 13, we get the inner monologue, which is nice. I'm so happy we get the inner monologue and that shit isn't skipped. But, problem? It got fucked up. It was supposed to be when we arrived at school in the morning, the campus was engulfed by an unusual atmosphere. Yeah, it kind of should have been that, not just the school, it was happened in the morning. Because remember, it's kind of important that it should be mentioned that it was the morning because we have the whole day to resolve this. Something I really like that this anime is doing is that, well, first of all, it is matching panel for panel in like this little brief recap, but like it feels like the intro to a video game, like like the intro to a video game, or slash an opening song to a video game, and and of course it even had like the title Pure Heart, which I thought again, which is what is going on, that this is like in a real life fucking hey, love simulation. So I really like what Tsugumomo's doing this episode. Like, little innovative things like this is making it really, really cool and making me really appreciate the little changes that Tsugumomo does. So Asuma's dialogue, this part of it got skipped, which was, if Mr. Okada said he was close to maxing out his favor level 100, then from the number of events that occurred until then, his favor level is probably 90. That part was completely skipped. It just skipped straight up to the favor combo. And, like, it doesn't even finish, it doesn't, first of all, it doesn't even mention points. It just says, you need to raise your affections to, do a combo to raise the affection level. I'm just like, what? What about a favor? What the fuck is a favor combo? Where's the diagrams? What the fuck, Tsugumomo? You were doing so well. What the? Oh. And this is what it is. A favor combo is a series of responses as shown in the diagram. Get the 10 point max with the user input option. The bonus round appears. Choose user input again, 3x max. You get 3 chances, so you can get gain up to 30 points with it. You will if you can get the maximum score in 3 of the remaining 4 events. However, if you get less than 10 points, you lose your chance. You must think carefully and choose the best response. When Tsugumomo skips stuff like this, it really pisses me the fuck off. And when I see motherfuckers in my comment section saying, well, manga to anime adaptations are boring. Well, the lore gets kind of fucked when, like, this kind of thing gets skipped. You're kind of missing important details here in the episode. And something that's frustrating me is, like I love the opening music and, like, how it was making that like a game and shit like that, but why didn't you have this portion here where it said, Chisato loves to tutor others, 10-point increase in favor? Like, why didn't you have that? Oh, yeah, that's right. You didn't even mention the fucking point system. Like, Tsugumomo, what the shit? You were doing so well. Like, you're matching panel for panel and you're... I get, yeah, I'll help was skip too. But, yeah, like, this is just... God, like, like little things like this getting skipped really pisses me off. I'm sorry, it just does. And I guess we're back to bipolar anime. Are we just not doing inner monologues this week? Because this was completely skipped from Kazuya, which was, there it is, my bonus round. I've got this thing in the bag now. But the face, like, I will give you this, Tsugumomo. Unlike some animes, you're matching panel for panel, frame for frame, and it is fucking nice. It's just the main thing. I have to say this again. It's the dialogue with, like, I have to question something here in regards, to the point system. Like, I'm curious what you Nordigans think about that. Who do you think decided not to include the point system in here? Do you think it was the writers, or was it a combination of the writers and the animators? Because, like, if they would have included the point system, like, because I don't understand, because they had the diagram and all that shit earlier in the episode, but they didn't include the diagram here too, like, or not here in this part of the episode, but like a little bit earlier, when Asuma was supposed to explain how he could earn enough points to fully max out his affection. And the 2-point decrease in favor. Bonus round failed. This is how this scene was supposed to be. It was supposed to be, why? What do you mean, why? Oh shit, that's right, I forgot about that. Listen up, Kageyama, or not Kageyama, why did I think of this was Mob Psycho 100 for a second. Listen up, Kagami-kun. Even if you say something really smooth, if it doesn't go with the mood of the situation, you won't get the 10 points. You might even lose points. That's how it was supposed to go. Also, they did show Osamu here, but he just said what were before Osamu like had an explanation. He said what went wrong, but he didn't say the oh shit, I forgot about that. Oh, it's like let me just make sure I'm right here. All Osamu said was, use context clues, my friend. So, you did all this little extra shit to make it feel like a game, like when you started adapting this chapter, or I should say adapt chapter 13, but you're just not going to do the point system? This doesn't make any fucking sense. So, again, the points, I will give Tsugumomo this. At least you're being consistent and not just doing points at all. Because this part was completely skipped. Oh, what's the point now? Don't be so pessimistic. Your current favor level is 8 points. You still have 2 class break events and 1 after school event. If you don't mess up these 3 events, you could still get to 98 points. Okay, I'm gonna nail this next one. Watch out, Chisato. And then we get to the lunch period, and because instead it just freaking skips to the lunch period scene in the anime. We don't even get to see the next plan of attack that Chisato, or not for that freaking Osamu and Kazuya made before having lunch with Chisako. The line that was said in the anime, and I want to, because this just got fucked up. What it was supposed to, what it was in the anime was the third answer seems too good to pass up. What it was supposed to be was, I can see which of the 3 options is the best. And then the line after that Osamu has is, but the default answers won't be good enough. It's supposed to be, but the default options won't get me the 10 points. That settles it. And then Kazuya goes on to say something even better than option 3. Well, it was supposed to be, I just have to come up with something better than something better than the third option. And then he, and then says, let's see. Oh, I know. Yeah. This writing, man, it fucking sucks sometimes, I swear. And 10-point bonus round unlocked was skipped. This is what the Osamu was supposed to be thinking inner monologue wise. Since her mother is often ill, she probably does many of her mother's usual chores, like making lunches for her father and little brother. Basing his comments on her unique family situation is a great move. Nice one, Kagami-kun. Now to keep pouring it on the combo, and then he's supposed to be. It's supposed to go like 10 plus 10 points, plus 10 points, plus 10 points for each compliment that he makes, and the favor combo was complete. The wife comment was supposed to be excellent wife someday, and she was gonna say, oh, she's supposed to say, oh my. Oh, and she's always bugging me for pudding was skipped. It's supposed to be, this is bad if Kagami-kun doesn't answer carefully on this event. And how Kazuya answers it, it was almost perfect. It was supposed to be this. She's probably still passed out at home in her gym clothes. And it was supposed to be at home, and that was not even fucking... why didn't you just say at home? If you would have mentioned that she was at home, it would have been perfect. But this whole scene, for the most part, was okay. I mean, like, I just don't like that there's no points being mentioned, and there's no, you know, and the inner monologue kind of got screwed up. 10 point decrease in favor level, but at least that was skipped. Well, the 10-point part was skipped, but Asumu I did say that the favor level went down. I was fine. I'm happy that was mentioned at least. So Asumu says in the anime, he says, "Stay calm. The conversation event isn't over yet." What was supposed to be was, calm down. It's a surprise type event. It's not over yet either. Huh? Yeah, I kind of wish it would have been like the manga. And I really wish it would have said, entering negative favor combo. What? I wish it would have been like that instead of there's negative favor combo. Like, I just... Again, this is writing. This is just shitty writing. Like, the writing just pisses me off right now, I swear to God. The explanation is supposed to be this. This is a sinister event where you can keep getting a minus 10 points over and over again. Please get this under control with your next statement. You must minimize the amount of damage you take. So, how, again, you know, we're not getting numeral numbers here. At least, you know, there's a negative favor being mentioned, but I will say this. I do love that negative aura that's around Chisato. That was done nicely. And I really fucking hate Kazuya's facial expression here. It's wrong. It's fucking wrong. I hate that Tsugumomo is just not consistent with facial expressions. Ugh. I like seeing the bomb. I liked seeing the, you know, like, Kazuya digging himself a hole. This is when filler works. Tsugumomo, this was nice work. This is what I want in a manga to anime adaptation, is, you know, actually adapting the manga chapters and adding little filler like this to add some dimension to the chapter, and, you know, bringing it to life. And again, the main thing that's just been bothering me with this episode is they're not mentioning the point system. But that bomb though was fucking cool. I like that. That was really, really cool. The line was supposed to be for Kiriha, and that's the result. Instead of and you return with your tail between your legs, but Angel's expression is so perfect. I was so worried they were gonna fuck up her facial expression, but it's so perfect. Oh my god, I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it. But the other thing that is not showing, which I wish they would show, was from 38 points with 9 of 74, favor level negative 36 points. It kind of makes you think of the Running Bulls of Black Clover, but they had negative 50 stars. This is what the dialogue was supposed to be for Asumu. I have to read it because it is just, I don't know. Again, this writing is just, I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know. But I will say this, I do like that little added dialogue that they gave to Kazuya. But this is what it was supposed to be for Asumu. To think that we'd encounter an endless negative favor combo at just that moment. Yeah, it was an endless negative favor combo. What unfortunate luck. You can't recover now even if you win the next event. There's only one more event at which you can get the 30-point combo. In other words, there's no point, huh? Because remember, he's currently at negative 36. Let me just double check and make sure I'm right on this one. Another thing that bothered me about this, a little bit of this dialogue that Asumu has, is that he says that your favor points are probably sub-zero. motherfucker, it clearly says here, and you know this too, that Kazuya's points are negative 36. This writing is pissing me off. Okay, so this part, if I'm repeating myself, again, I'm drunk, I'm sorry. So, this is Asamu's dialogue. So, it was, there's only one more event at which you can get the 30-point combo. In other words, there's no point, huh? Not quite. There's still, well, Kazuya said, in other words, there's no point, huh? And that was completely skipped. And then Asamo continues saying, not quite, there's still a chance, there's a way to reach 100 points even from here. That was completely skipped. But the what, when Kariha and Kazuya say, what? The facial expression is perfect. Like, this is when Tsugumomo is, like, coming alive, is when the facial expressions are just so fucking perfect like this. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Oh, and, for the reason why, Asuma didn't tell them to begin with, he says in the, anime, because relying on standard combos was much less risky. In the manga, what he says is because using the normal combos had a higher probability of, success. Alright, I want to give you guys the correct name of this fucking combo. This combo is supposed to be called the Plunder combo, and also there was this little thing for Kazuya. It was called Childhood Memories. Or he was saying this, childhood memories of Chisato, shared wait, what does it say? Shared past experiences, and then it fades off to the next scene. But I really like what the anime is doing, how it's going to the cherry blossoms. Because in the manga, it just shows the confession and event after school too, before the ending. And here it has the cherry blossoms, which I thought was a really, really nice touch. The line was supposed to be, what do you want hollering at us like that? Like, no one wants you there, here, or sure, some bullshit like that. Like, this writing just pisses me off sometimes, I swear to fucking God. I like that Okada, that we do get a little bit of extra dialogue here from Okada, saying that he knows about the combo and shit. And again, I wish he would fucking call it the Plunder combo. But whatever. I do like this though. It's a nice little touch to this. Okay, he says, Kazuya says in the anime, it took me a while to run to borrow these. It's supposed to be, it took me a while to run back to my house than yours. How is he borrowing his own fucking doll? Like, writing it, you dumbass. Ugh. Writers goddamn suck. Oh, and this line is skipped as well. I'm sorry, Chisato. I didn't mean to call it a ragged old doll or anything. And then we go to the little flashback. Oh my God, this flashback is so freaking adorable. When they were kids playing house, it's so cute. It was supposed to be, but could you keep the Papa doll for me, Kazuya-kun? Like, it was supposed to be keeping the Papa doll for her, so that the next time they could play house together. But, like, that was the only part of that bothered me, was just that little part of the dialogue. But other than that, this flashback was perfect. Like, it's really feeling like this manga is coming to life. The main thing that's just bothering me about this episode is the lack of point system being mentioned, like numerical points. Oh, and oh my gosh was skipped. It was supposed to be, oh my gosh, how could I possibly refuse? Not how could I possibly refuse? It's supposed to be, oh my God, like, it should have been, I did not like that. That really, I'm sorry, it just bothered me. I really would have loved it to be, because like in the manga, like it's just like, she's just shocked. She's like, oh my gosh. Like she's in shock that he remembers, that he remembered the dolls. Oh, and Blender, combo complete, was skipped. And also, and it was supposed to be the losing in the game and in real life that was there. He said, Asuma said, it's mortifying. It should have been, it's too much for him. And then, Kazuya was supposed to say, he says that he's tired. He's supposed to say, oh man, today really wiped me out. And for Kiriha's dialogue that's been skipped, damn, that guy ran off and hit somewhere. And like her freaking dialogue got just butchered because what it was supposed to be here was he's still on campus since the Amasagi's influence would have vanished if he left. We'll go ferret out the Amasagi's location. You guys stay here and rest. Oh, it's not. First of all, it's supposed to be 2 I'm fines. And also, well, it's supposed to be, yeah, I'm fine. And also, it's not her favor level is still maxed out. It's supposed to be my favor level is maxed out. I don't know what's going on with this writing. It makes me want to punch a writer in the face. Or, I really don't know. I don't want to say punch a writer in the face because I respect writing. I don't know who's responsible for this. If it's the studio that told the writer to do this, I don't fucking know. But this writing, I don't know what the fuck is going on with writing in anime right now. It's just, sometimes it's just fucking ridiculous. This whole part was skipped. Kiss. What the? So warm. Kiss and soft. It feels good. And whoa, what a beautiful girl. Smells nice. And then we see Kazuya tied up. And this part was skipped. Why am I naked and tied up? And he's not naked. He's just in his boxers. When Chisada says, let us make love, or let's, well, the manga says let's consummate our love. When she says, let us make love, the facial expression of Kazuya is fucking perfect. Oh, yes! I fucking love the facial expression. Like, I just don't like when dialogue is skipped because, like, it ruins it for me. But, like, the facial, like, Tsugumomo, the facial expressions are so fucking perfect. Oh my god. It's not supposed... Kiriha says in the anime, does that mean something to you? Asumu, it's supposed to be, what's so special about that, Asumu? I love how Asumu says X-rated and like we have the words X-rated. I fucking love it. But this part is skipped. You can't purchase or play it if you're if you're under 18 years old. And then in other words, it's pornographic. Good morning, Kazuya. Yeah, good morning, Chisato was skipped, but holy freaking shit! Like this was good. Like what was it? The like the force quit and everything like that. Everything. It was there for the most part. I am so freaking proud of you, Tsugumomo. And this part was skipped. Didst thou enter her or not? Didst thou come or not? And also this part was skipped. This isn't what it looks like. No, it isn't. It really isn't. That part was skipped too, but the facial expressions were fucking perfect. Okay, the final line of this episode is well and good. And, that this could have still been in this episode. But this is not what... This is what it was supposed to be in this episode. Was basically playing house has become a bond that unites them. Where the fuck was that? This is what was in the anime, which was they once more share the memory of playing house. So, overall, what do I think of this episode and the adaptations of chapter 12 and 13? For the most part, I really did enjoy it. This was a pretty good episode. I feel like Tsugumomo is getting better every week. I just was disappointed with this week, though. I was just disappointed that we didn't get to see more charts. We didn't get to see numerical points, and I really wish there would have been like something like like a little thing where like it would have been more game like when Kazuya was losing his points. Like it would have had 10-point deductions, kind of that would have been really cool to see. But other than that, I really enjoyed this episode. I feel like Tsugumomo is coming to life. I really am enjoying this anime. But anyway, let me know what you nerdigans thought of this episode. What do you guys think of the series? Let me know in the comment section below. And remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. If you love what I'm doing and want to contribute to the Nerdigans Inc. expansion, there's a few ways you could do that. You could donate to the Nerdigans Inc. PayPal, Patreon, or purchase something off the Nerdigans Inc. Amazon wishlist. All those links are in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow me on the Twits, aka Twitter. Follow my Twitch channel and find me on PlayStation Network. All that's in the description box below as well. Until next time, Nerdigans, I'll be seeing you later. Bye!